Have you ever noticed your cat staring at something invisible, running around out of nowhere, or acting completely unpredictable, and wondered if there's actually a reason behind it? You might think it's just typical cat behavior, but what if I told you there are surprising facts about indoor cats that most owners have never even heard of? Stick around, because what you're about to learn will make you question everything you thought you knew about your indoor cat. Number 13. They sleep more than outdoor cats. Have you ever noticed how indoor cats seem to spend most of their day snoozing away, curled up in the weirdest spots, while outdoor cats always seem busy prowling around? That's because house cats don't have to worry about survival. They don't need to hunt, escape predators, or battle the elements. Without those daily challenges, their energy levels build up, and the best way to deal with that extra fuel? Sleep. Lots and lots of sleep. In fact, indoor cats can rack up a staggering 16 to 18 hours of shut-eye per day, far more than their outdoor counterparts. But there's more to it than just boredom. Cats are naturally crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. Without the need to chase prey, indoor felines often stay awake at odd hours, leading to longer, more frequent naps throughout the day. Plus, artificial lighting and predictable feeding schedules mess with their internal clocks, making them sleep even more. Number 12. Unique meows for owners. Have you ever noticed that your cat meows at you in a way they don't with anyone else? That's because indoor cats develop a special language just for their owners, unlike wild or outdoor cats who mostly communicate with body language and subtle sounds. House cats quickly learn that humans respond best to vocal cues. Over time, they fine-tune their meows based on what gets your attention, whether it's a high-pitched plea for food, a short chirp for playtime, or a long, dramatic yowl when they want something right now. This isn't just random noise, it's their way of training you. Studies show cats use different meows depending on what they need, and some even mimic the tones of human speech. If you start paying attention, you'll notice patterns, like a specific meow when they're hungry versus when they just want affection. Number 11, can become door dashers. Ever had your cat nearly trip you while trying to slip through the door? Indoor cats often become door dashers because the outside world is a giant mystery. With the same routine every day, even a glimpse of what's beyond the door feels like an adventure. Some chase after fresh air and sunlight, while others just love the thrill of the forbidden. The more they succeed, the more they try to stop the escape attempts, distract them with play before leaving, or train them to wait when the door opens. A cadio or leash training can also give them a safe way to explore. The goal isn't to stop their curiosity, just to make sure it doesn't turn into a dangerous getaway. Number 10. Attachment to unusual objects. What if your cat's favorite thing isn't a toy, but a random sock, a hair tie, or even a crumpled receipt? Indoor cats often form strong attachments to unusual objects, treating them like prized possessions. Without the ever-changing environment of the outdoors, they find comfort in certain textures, scents, or shapes. Some will carry their treasure around, hide it in secret spots, or even meow at it as if it's alive. This behavior is usually harmless, but keep an eye on what they're fixated on. Small objects can be choking hazards. If your cat loves carrying things around, try offering safe alternatives like plush toys. Their odd little obsessions are just part of what makes them so entertaining. Number 9. Stare at invisible objects. Does your cat ever sit perfectly still, eyes locked on something you can't see, as if they're watching a ghost? Indoor cats tend to stare at invisible things more often because their senses pick up details we miss. Their sharp eyesight detects tiny movements, like a shadow shifting or dust floating in the air, while their sensitive hearing picks up high-frequency sounds from appliances or even insects inside walls. What seems like eerie, unexplained behavior is actually just their heightened awareness at work. While it's usually nothing to worry about, excessive staring paired with agitation could mean they're stressed or overstimulated. If they seem on edge, redirect their focus with play. Sometimes they're just deep in cat thoughts. Who knows what they're plotting? Number 8, can develop play aggression. Does your cat ever go from playful to way too rough in an instant, biting, swatting, or pouncing like a tiny predator? Indoor cats are more prone to play aggression because they don't get to practice hunting like outdoor cats do. Without real prey, they direct that energy toward toys, hands, or even unsuspecting feet. Kittens especially learn boundaries through play, but if they weren't properly socialized, they might not realize when they're being too rough. To curb this, avoid using your hands as toys and stick to wands or stuffed animals instead. If your cat gets too aggressive, stop playing immediately so they learn that biting ends the fun. Number 7. Over-grooming due to stress. Have you noticed your cat licking the same spot over and over, even to the point of losing fur? Indoor cats are more likely to over-groom due to stress, turning their natural cleaning routine into a coping mechanism. Changes in their environment, boredom, or anxiety can trigger excessive licking, especially since they don't have as many distractions as outdoor cats. Grooming releases endorphins, making it a soothing habit, but too much can lead to irritated skin or bald patches. If your cat is over-grooming, check for stress triggers like loud noises, new pets, or changes in routine. Providing enrichment, playtime, and cozy hiding spots can help them feel more secure. Number 6. Sense when you are leaving. Have you ever wondered how your cat seems to know you're leaving before you even touch the door? Indoor cats are masters at reading routines, picking up on tiny details like the way you move, the sound of keys shifting, or even a change in your scent. Since they spend so much time watching you, they learn to predict when you're about to disappear, sometimes reacting with extra affection, protests, or even attempts to block the door. If your cat gets anxious when you leave, try keeping departures low-key and providing distractions like toys or treats. Number 5. Prefer running water. What if I tell you your cat isn't just being picky when they ignore their water bowl, they actually prefer running water? Indoor cats instinctively seek moving water because, in nature, still water is more likely to be stagnant and unsafe. Even though their bowl is fresh, their instincts tell them flowing water is cleaner, cooler, and more refreshing. That's why so many cats try to drink from faucets, bathtubs, or even your glass. If your cat constantly begs for sink water, a pet fountain might be the perfect solution. It keeps water moving, making it more appealing and encouraging them to drink more. Number 4. Follow owners to bathroom more. Did you ever notice your cat follow you to the bathroom? Indoor cats hate closed doors and see them as a challenge. If you're in there, they need to know what's going on. The bathroom is full of interesting smells, cool surfaces, and, most importantly, you. Since they spend so much time with you, they don't understand why they suddenly can't be by your side. Some cats also find small spaces comforting and use this time to get extra attention. Others just enjoy the routine. If you go in, they go in. So if your cat insists on joining you, it's not just curiosity. To them, it's their business to know exactly what their human is up to. Number 3. Recognize their own names. What if I tell you that your cat knows their name, but just doesn't always care to react? Indoor cats can recognize the sound of their own name, even when different people say it. Studies have proven they can tell their name apart from other words, but unlike dogs, they don't feel the need to acknowledge it every time. If they ignore you, it's not because they don't understand, it's because they're making a choice. Cats are independent by nature, and they respond on their own terms. Some might perk up their ears or flick their tail as a subtle sign they heard you. Others might come running if they associate their name with something positive, like treats or affection. Number 2. Chirp at birds. You're watching a nature documentary, and the moment a bird appears on the screen, your cat stiffens, eyes locked, mouth twitching, and then comes the strange little chirp. This odd sound, somewhere between a meow and a chatter, isn't just random noise. Cats do this when they spot prey they can't reach, like birds outside a window or on a screen. It's believed to be a mix of excitement and frustration as their hunting instincts kick in, but they can't act on them. Some experts think the chirping mimics the sounds birds make, almost like a cat trying to speak their language. Others believe it's an instinctive reaction to biting down on prey. Number 1. Hold grudges longer. Have you ever felt like your cat was still mad at you for something that happened hours or even days ago? Unlike outdoor cats, who face constant challenges and have to move on quickly, indoor cats live in a controlled environment where they can afford to remember every little slight. If you accidentally step on their tail or delay their dinner, don't be surprised if they ignore you. Studies suggest that cats remember negative experiences for a long time, especially if they associate them with a specific person or action. If your cat seems upset, give them space and let them come to you on their terms.